Hello everybody and welcome. We got some Tribes 2 action today, and I'll explain what this video is about in a little bit here. I just want to start off by saying this is one of my favorite first-person shooters of all time, and I probably said that in the videos that I made back a while ago of this Tribes 2. But I mean, it's worth repeating because it's a really solid game. It's about 10 years old now, I think. I've been playing it for about that long, so anyway, you can download it for free because the company a couple years ago that made it, it dropped support for it and just said whatever, here it is free. So I'll provide a link in the description where you can get it for free, and to play online you need a special patch. It's on the same website, on the same page, you'll see it there. Easy enough to download and install both the game and the patch to play online. Now, let me know if you download this game and you want to play with me, because we could definitely get in some online action. Even if you've never played before, this game's not easy to pick up, but it's fun. And maybe I could even set up a server just for us. We'll have some bots in there, of course, but enough if you get in some Tribes 2 action. I'd love to play with you guys. Like I said, it's free, and it's 10 years old. I mean, you do not need a superpower computer to play this game. You do not need, I mean, of course, the better computer you have, I can run it perfectly with fraps, without lag, really, at all. So, can't say that about a lot of games when I run fraps and it's lag-free. This one is. You don't really need super... Like, I'm playing on all the highest graphic settings and everything. I've got maxed out everything in this game. It just shows its age, I guess, but, yeah, definitely recommend it. Let me know if you want to get in on some action. I really haven't played online a lot, but... So I'd be really rusty at playing online. I haven't played online in years, to be honest, but... I'm looking to get back on, and I kind of use this video as a way to get back into the controls and stuff. But in this video, I'm using a mod. Probably, I think it was one of the more popular mods back in the day. It was called the War 2003 mod, and it adds a bunch of weapons and armors, and it's a really solid mod. Like, probably one of the best mods I've ever played with in any game ever. So, I mean, I might be overstating it a little bit, but it's a really good mod. What can I say? I used to, back in the day, I almost exclusively played on servers that use this mod once I found out about it. It's that good. So, I remember... Oh, so I should probably get to the point of the video and then go with my little reminiscing. Because, I'm going to be going for a nuke. Now, there's an armor that has a weapon called the Nuke cannon. And, now, with the Nuke cannon, I have to kill myself again because I'm huge and I can't get out. But the Nuke cannon requires that you charge it up to a certain number, and that number goes up steadily over time. So you have to charge it up, and it, on default settings, it's about like 2,000 to get the Mega Nuke, which is the highest level of nukeage. And it takes a while to charge up to 2,000. So what I did is I went into the settings of the game, changed it so that it only goes up to 100, which will only take, not that long. And if you die, your charge resets, so you can't carry charges over time. As you can see there in the middle of the screen, there's a little number by my crosshair, and that is the charge. Slowly going up. So, there was one time, a long time ago, my friends and I, we hopped on a server with some weird map, but it had this little enclosed area with a force field, so the enemy couldn't touch me. They couldn't shoot me or go through the force field. So I told my friend, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go for a nuke in this round. and it was probably a 30-minute match. The settings on that server were to have a nuke at around 2,000, I think. Something like that. To get to 2,000, I think it took like 10 minutes. Within the first 15 minutes I had died twice because somebody shut down our generators and the force field went away. So we were open to attack and we got ambushed and I got killed a couple times, so my charge reset and it was frustrating. But there was only about like 12 minutes in the match, or 10, and so I was like, okay, we're just gonna try this one more time. I was totally being the anti-team player. Like, Tribes 2 is about being a team player, really, and I usually, you know, was a good team player, but that match I just decided, you know, we're gonna go for the nuke. For the Mega Nuke specifically. So, alright, so I was like, my friend was protecting me, like, okay, we're just gonna stand around and wait for this thing to charge. So, there was about a minute left in the match, and I was like, okay, it's getting really close to being done. So my friend goes and grabs a Havoc transport, which is just basically a transport plane, obviously. Because of my huge armor, you know, I can't really fit in anything else, but fit in that. So he flew us over the enemy base. There was like 30 seconds left, and I was gonna try and plan for a good shot, but there wasn't a lot of time, so I was just like, I just fired it off into their base. And it has an 8-second detonation time. So we only had 8 seconds to get away, and I guess we didn't get far enough away or high enough with our plane because we got destroyed. And I think the map was actually fairly small, and I think the blast was so huge that it destroyed some of our base's equipment. So not just the enemy base, but I think the nuke literally killed everybody, like, in the map. Unless somebody was outside the boundaries of the map, I think it killed just about everybody. And it was one of the most hilarious things I think that ever happened playing this game, was just trying to get the nuke and then finally getting it, and it was such a cool thing though. Like, that was, you know, nobody ever really used a nuke in the game because there was it takes so long to charge up, you know, and the chances of you living long enough to hold that charge without, you know, like camping or doing what I did, just hiding in one spot basically for the whole match behind a force field. I just launched it, by the way, so I didn't make it into their little base, but as you can see, this is a giant blast. Now, this map, the bases are pretty far apart, so I didn't destroy anything within our base, but I basically killed every single one of their team and destroyed all their equipment that was at least outside. And now it's snowing. I guess a nuclear winter is underway. So that is the Mega Nuke. Pretty hilarious. I mean, I just love this game so much. I really do. And I really recommend it. Like, download it. It's only like 500 megabytes. It's really not that big. It takes all of like a minute to install. Get the online patch. Let me know. Let's play some online. I freaking love to like just play with you guys, and you know, you don't have to have any experience playing this game. Like, it's a new experience, I think, and this is one of those games that, like, I wish more people knew about, but at the same time, maybe not, because you'd get, you know, people who are used to Halo or Call of Duty, and not to, like, undermine those games at all, but let's be honest, like, really, who plays as a team player in Call of Duty? Like, I don't run into people like that very much. I do know a few people who play like that, and that's awesome, but let's be honest. I think those people would get seriously destroyed in Tribes, because trying to be a solo player in Tribes is not... It's not very... You can't really do it. You can't really survive as a lone player. Unless it's a single player type game, which there's only a couple of those. There's like deathmatch and another game type, but capture the flag is where it's at in Tribes 2. Like, that's pretty much the only game mode that people will play, because it's the really what the game was made for, was capture the flag. Their sensor was still destroyed here. So here we go. I'm gonna launch it right into their the middle of their base, right where their flag is. But, unfortunately, my armor is so heavy I can't fly for that long or fly that high at all. Luckily, I just escaped the blast, but as you can see there, it's pretty massive. Pretty massive. So we have another weapon here called the Mitzi Blast Cannon, and it has like 8 different firing modes, including the Annihilator, Super Annihilator, Mega, whatever. The Annihilators are pretty destructive themselves. Unfortunately, they have to hit something to explode, so as you can see, it's not going to hit anything. But yeah. And I think I said this in my videos that I made before of Tribes 2, but I'm just going to say it again. The music in this game is really freaking awesome. It's probably one of the better soundtracks I've had the pleasure of listening to while playing video games. And part of it is, like, it brings back a lot of memories too, because my friends and I, we would spend hours playing this game. I would get home from school, and yeah, it would be, you know, me and my friends were like, dude, my one friend was homeschooled, so I was like, dude, let's get on some Tribes 2 now, man. We would sit on here for like hours. I would go from about 3 in the afternoon, or whenever it was we got off school, until like 8 o'clock at night. I mean, back then that was epic for me. That was the definition of epic gaming. This was really the first-person shooter that I ever played. Like, I had never really played a shooter before this. And so when I played this game, you know, and then I played Time Splitters, of course. I love the Time Splitters series as well. But this was the first, like, my introduction to first-person shooters. And, was really... Probably couldn't have had a better game to play. It was the first time ever playing it. I think I saw somebody, like, comment on some Tribes 2 video elsewhere. This game's like Halo. And just, like, I kind of sit there and, the comparisons to Halo make no sense. I don't have anything against Halo, but, I mean, Halo has nothing on this game, really. I'm incredibly biased, but if you do dances around the bots, they'll, dance back, so, yeah. It's pretty funny. But, yeah, I'm Jammer1031. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and please let me know. I want to play some Tribes with you guys. Like, that would be epic. So, yeah, I'll see you all around sometime.